give you some quick tips and tricks on how to work with Adobe Acrobat DC, a program that you do have available on your computers. This is not the reader version. It's actually the Acrobat DC, which is the one that is workable, where you can edit PDFs and change some things around. So I wanted to show you a few quick tips and tricks. First of all, just so you know, I actually have the icon saved on my desk. It is the red one. If yours is not on your desktop, then you'll simply go to the Start menu, and you will go to your A's, and you want to go and open Adobe Acrobat DC. Please do not open the reader. That is simply for reading documents. You'll just want to stick on the red one that says Adobe Acrobat DC. You may even want to click and drag it on your desktop as a link if you want to, if you feel like you're going to use it pretty often, but again, totally up to you. So let's go through a few scenarios. So first of all, let's say you want to take a Word doc and you want to make sure you can have it as a PDF. Couple of different ways that you can do that. First of all, you can go ahead and open your Word doc all the way. And as it opens up, once you have everything you've done the way that you want it to be, you can go to File. Make sure you save a copy first in Word, and then you can click Save as Adobe Acrobat PDF. That's one way to do it. The other way is if you know the document is good to go and you're happy with it, you simply want to convert it straight into an Adobe document or a PDF file, simply right-click on the document and go to Convert to Adobe PDF. It'll ask you to, you can keep the same name if you want to or change it however you want to do that, and wait for the document to upload. Once converted, it will actually open up in Adobe Acrobat. So from here, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take you through a couple of things or options that you have available to you in the program that's offered. So for example, let's say this is the one that I'm working with, and I want to kind of, number one, it's a little bit too big for me, so I want to zoom out a little bit so I can see things. Looking through, I'm like, well, you know what? I want to change the orientation of a couple of these pages, and I want to delete one too because it's just not working for me. So you want to go over to your toolbar over on the right-hand side, and first of all, let's work with organizing the pages. That's the green tab. When you click Organize Pages, it will pull up all the pages that are available. Now, for me, I noticed right away, there's a blank one right down here. Well, that serves me no purpose, and it's going to be distracting, so I can simply click the trash can. It will ask me to confirm, and I will delete that page, and only the remaining 4 pages are visible now. Let's say that I have my document, it's working, everything is great, but you know what? This page right here, page 3, is not in the correct order for me. Let's say I don't want it right there. So what I need to do is click, pick it up, and drag it to the right location, drop it, and then I will have my document reordered the way I want it as well. Now let's move on and let's just say, well, one of these documents, I do have some minor changes to make, just some small changes. I can go over to the red/pink icon called Edit PDF, and when I click on it, you'll notice I get these nice little boxes around, and it will actually detect if it's a picture or if it's text. You can edit the text. I only encourage you to do this if it's basic types of modifications that you want to make. If you want to do anything major, we need to reconvert it into a Word document, and I can show you how to do that fairly quickly here towards the end. So minor changes to different types of little formatting you want to do, totally workable inside of here. But any major changes, you may want to turn it into a Word document just to make it a little bit easier for yourself. You can also pick things up and drag them. You'll notice it has grid lines available, so you're able to see exactly how things are lining up. That's a really nice feature to have as well. Let's go back to Organize Pages because I noticed something. I noticed that page 4 over here, it's in portrait style, and let's assume that I don't want portrait, I want landscape, but I want it only for this one page. So what I can do is simply click on the page, and then from there, once I'm in Organize Pages, what I can do is I can simply flip the page by using this Rotate Clockwise icon. Click on it, I can rotate it to whatever position I want. Let's just assume this is what makes me happy. And now I have my document so that I have 3 in portrait style and the last one is in landscape. Last but not least, let's assume that I need another file added to this one. I need a different file inserted. So from there, what I want to do is I want to go to Combine Files. I'm going to say, first of all, I want to add the open file. That's the one that I was working with. And I'm going to go ahead and let that expand out. I can see this was it. But I want to add another file. So I want to go ahead and add a file. And I want to go to my desktop and I'm going to find my other one that I was working with. And that's going to be sample 2. I'm going to click open and then I'm going to hit my expander so I can see the 2 pages. But you know what I noticed? Dang it, they're in the wrong spot. So I need to move them. I need them actually at the beginning. And what's interesting is I only need, let's see, those are my last questions. So I want to go ahead and want to move this single page all the way to the front because it's my directions. Then I have the material for the students to use to work with, and I have the follow-up questions at the end. Now I'm finally happy with everything. I have one full document, not multiple I have to deal with. I click the Combine button. The cool thing about this is when they all combine after all the changes that you've made, especially when you're combining documents, it actually creates a brand new document. So you'll see it's always going to be called Binder 1. And what you'll need to do is you'll need to go to File, and you'll need to save it, and you'll need to rename it, okay? And from there, wherever you want to put it, however you want to name it, is totally up to you. Click the Save button. You'll see that it renames the file. Cool thing is this really happens under conditions where you are combining things. Now, if you were in the spot that I was originally in with just the single document, I can still keep my original file name. But if I combine files, if I add multiple files together, combine to make something new, then that is what you're doing. You're creating something new. So it wants a new file name for this creation that you have made. Now let's say that this is also, I've made this, and I'm like, oh gosh, there's some major changes I need to make to this portion of the document. That's too much to really have to deal with inside of Adobe. So what I want to do is I want to go to File, and I want to turn it back into a Word document. So I'm going to go Export to Microsoft Word, slide over to Word document. I'm going to say, yeah, I want the same name. I want to save it in the same location. I just want it in a Word format so I can make some changes that I need to. So I wait just a minute. The conversion process takes over, and you'll see it automatically opens it inside of Microsoft Word, so I can go in and make any major changes that I need to fonts, text sizes, whatever the case may be. Okay? All right, so those are some tips and tricks to kind of get you through understanding the PDF Adobe Acrobat DC program that you have inside of your computers. I hope you have a great day.